Hey guys, how's it going? We are back in the Midwest. It's been 2 weeks now in real time since we went to the highest points in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, and we just couldn't stay away. We are back here today in Rapid City, just got in, and we are off today to go to the highest point in the state of South Dakota. Now, it may occur to you that South Dakota is indeed a state that is affected by winter, although some U.S. states are, of course, not. South Dakota is, and especially with hikes, high points can be a little bit difficult in the winter, and that is definitely true. You might have thought that I had a retort for you there or some sort of explanation. I don't. We are here in the middle of the winter in a mountainous area of the U.S. that is affected by winter, so we'll see how this goes. With that, we definitely have an adventure set out for us today. We are here in the winter in South Dakota, and honestly, need I say any more? So with that, we will see you guys when we are on the road. So we're now heading to the highest point in the state of South Dakota, which is Black Elk Peak, formerly known as Harney Peak. Very controversial name change there, but it is officially now Black Elk Peak. And Black Elk Peak is, of course, not only the highest point of the famous South Dakota Black Hills National Forest, home to, of course, the even more famous Mount Rushmore. It's not only the highest point in that area, but it's also the highest point in the state of South Dakota. But most interestingly of all, it is the highest point in North America east of the Rocky Mountains. So just think about that. Highest point in North America east of the Rocky Mountains. Kind of an interesting jurisdiction. We will be at a very, very high relative point today. So Black Elk Peak sits at 7,244 feet, or 2,208 meters, which actually makes it the second highest high point we have been to yet, after only Texas. And since what we've got under our belt currently is really more of eastern high points than anything else, I think that's a pretty notable thing. I mean, we're almost at 30. We'll be at 30 by tomorrow, and yet of those 30, this is the second highest. So I don't know about you guys, but that makes me pretty excited. I'm ready to get there and get going, so I will see you when we do. So we are here. Mount Rushmore is right over in that direction, and Harney Peak, or actually Black Elk Peak as it's now called, is right up there, and we are getting ready to do it. We're doing this in the snow, in the winter. It is a very underdone thing. People don't really like to do this particular peak in the winter. It's very popular in the summer though, but it is possible, and since we're trying to get some more done, we are here today. Without further ado, we're gonna get on our way, so enjoy. Fine. So we're taking a break in this little clearing area here, and we've basically just kind of bottomed out for the hike, and now we head upwards for the rest of the time to make it all the way to the peak. And we can see it with our eyes, the tower up there, the massive structure. So it's exciting stuff. So here's Cathedral Spires. This is the famous part. We are in this forest of dead trees, and just there is the end. We are feeling good, and we're going to power through to the end. Direction. We have the Cathedral Spires over here, a famous figure in the Black Hills skyline. And of course, we are standing on the most famous right here at Elk Peak. So we're now here in the tower that Teddy Roosevelt actually mandated that was built here in South Dakota. It was a crazy project for the time. It didn't make any sense, but he did it, and we are so thankful right now because it's a nice shelter from the wind. So with that is going to be it for us here in South Dakota. The beauty is indescribable. I know we always seem to talk about this, but I mean, honestly, we are so far above everything else. I do not have a hard time at all believing that this is the highest point in North America east of the Rockies. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, and this is always important, come back this time next week to see us go to the highest point just over there in the state of North Dakota. Alright guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.